Hey guys, this is Bhaumik and welcome to CyberSecurityTV. The goal of this channel is to teach you and educate you about the cybersecurity, such as penetration testing, ISO, SOX, certification standards, and various other compliances such as HIPAA, GDPR, high trust, etc., etc. Uh, Goal of this video is mainly to give you a brief introduction on what is cybersecurity, why you should choose as a profession, what are the different options you have as a starter. So let's get started. What is cybersecurity? So in the simplest term, cybersecurity is also called as an information security, or I would say InfoSec, and it comprises of different domains such as cryptography, access control, physical security, network security, application security, operation security, etc. Now, why do we need security like cyber security, information security? So we all live in digital world where everything is so critical. So every information is so critical and protect that information. So and now what is the information? So information is anything that you use in you use to do any sort of transactions on your on the websites or over the internet. So for example, you type something in Google, so now that becomes an information for the Google. You created profile on Facebook, so that information that thing becomes information for Facebook because it stays within the database, and now it's very essential to protect that information against various vulnerabilities and threats by implementing controls. Now, what is threat vulnerability and controls? So we will, learn more about that when we talk about the risk management. But so now let's see, what are the why do you want to care about cybersecurity? Like, why do you want to get into the cybersecurity? So uh, this is what I think. So when I got out of the college, so actually I have more than a decade of experience in the information security. But when I got out of the college, back in 2010 or 11, so there was no many I would say awareness about the cybersecurity or information security. People were mostly going for the software development and usual IT jobs. But then I really liked this domain when I was in the college. I was just reading up and going through workshops and things like that. So I got my interest, and that's why I got into this domain. And I really want to educate you people, why this is a really good, or this could be a really good move for you. Because right now there is a big scarcity in the market versus how many jobs they have and how many professionals you have. So if you take any other IT domain, there will always be a competition. Like there'll be more professionals than the jobs, but cybersecurity is one of the domain where you have more jobs than the professionals. And if you read Forbes or Business Today report, you would see by 2021 there'll be like $20 billion allocated to the cybersecurity. So there'll be a more and more requirement for the professionals. So that's a that's a big sign, you want to get in because you will be in demand. And I'm truly blessed being in InfoSec because I really love my work. It's interesting than I would say, other thing that I could have done. The other main reason is this pay. You get a decent pay. So if you are a starter, let's say where I live in Washington D.C., you could get anywhere between 90 to 100K as a starter pay in the security if you are really good with that. So, but as per the Google, the median salary, again, these stats are from 2015, as you can see. So but it's not bad, $90,000, and again that's going back to 2015. So you could always, if you're really good, you can always hit the above mark. So this is a really good prospects for the future. Now let's talk about if you're a starter, like what are the different job roles that you could get. One of them is the application penetration tester. So what they do is they protect the web and mobile applications, or essentially I would say they will protect any softwares on the web and the mobile platforms, or you could say thick client application. Although it's all it were on the old days, but now nobody uses thick client. But mostly web, mobile, and cloud applications. So those are the guy who test and make sure there are no vulnerabilities in it. Next one is the network penetration tester. So same as applications in the network. So right nowadays, lot of not lot of like most of the companies are moving towards the clouds like AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud. So they're hosting their network in the cloud, and here they want to make sure their network is secure, so the servers are secure. So for example, the servers are running 10 different ports. Are they running any vulnerable service that somebody could exploit from the outside? So as a penetration tester, you want to make sure your client or your company's network is secure, that nobody could hack in. Next one is social engineering, phishing and wishing. This is really interesting if you are you know something like, if you have heard of Ken Mitnick, he was actually uh, sort of like a social engineering guru. So he has done a lot of social engineering tricks where you could trick someone to get the information. And this is, I would say, more dangerous than the application and network vulnerabilities. So if you are interested in something like that, that could be one of the things you can do. Phishing is, of course, if you make a fake page of the banking application and you ask someone to put the credentials of their account details, and actually you own the website and you are getting all the details. So that's a phishing on the websites. And wishing is you are doing social engineering over the phone. So that's a voice over phishing. That's why it's called phishing. Next one is, this is a non-technical compared to what we discussed so far: governance, risk, and compliance. So initially when I said we'll talk about a lot of framework like ISO, SOC, and AUP and GDPR and all those stuff. So this is if you do not like many technical stuff, then probably this is something that you could pursue. Like how to, I'll tell you like what are good certifications, how can you prepare for the interviews, what are the things, basic things you need to know about the compliance to get started or get job in the industry. Last one, cloud security. So already we talked about during the network, a lot of companies are in the cloud now, and rest of them are moving towards the cloud. So cloud becomes a big thing, and I am sure after 2-3 years it will be even bigger thing. So uh, it will be in a lot of demand. So I'll teach you what are the things that you could do in the cloud security. Again, so we'll talk about the certifications, we'll talk about the technical aspects, like what you should, how for cloud security, what are the things that you should be testing as a security analyst, and things like that. So that's all we will discuss in the following videos. Now, in as an upcoming videos, I have planned on doing a video for certifications, like what are the certifications that should be good for starters, and also for the professionals, who has 5-10 years of experience. I'll be also talking about what are the interview questions that you should be prepared with. So that's also, I guess, a lot of time, I my friend asked me okay, I want to get in, but how do I prepare for the interview? So I guess that's a good one to cover. And then again, if you guys have any questions, any comments, or you are looking to get information and struggling to find something, so just leave me a comment below, and I'll try to cover that as much as I can. But so going forward, we're gonna break it down, this entire course into different sections. I'm gonna start with the application penetration testing, and also if you guys have any suggestions, feedback, so leave a comment and I'll try to get back to you. Thank you.